Hello everyone, I hope you've had a wonderful month. For those of you who are new, my name is Olivia and today I will be filming for you the scarf of the month for May 2024. Now it's time to reveal the scarf and accessory for this month. The scarf is rather lovely. You have these triangles all over. It is a cotton viscose kind of feel scarf, very light, and will be really great to wear in the spring and all through the summer. Not so heavy. It is the size of our normal viscose scarves. As you can see, I'll step back a little bit. It's a good size width for folding it in half and doing the wrapping without it being overly large. Now the length, again, you can see here, it's the same length, so you can get a same length as usual, so you can get a really good style out of these. This one is gorgeous. Two, because the colors, oh my gosh, it is for me a light tangerine and a beautiful gray blue. They both go from darker to lighter, so you get several tones of the blue and the orange in there, as well as a bit of the cream. It's not really white, it's a bit of a cream, and I love that. I love the way it looks, I love the way it feels, and I will be wrapping with it momentarily. All right, and for the accessory this month, we have a beautiful headband. It is, I'm gonna bring it closer. You have the turquoise and the gold beads going along it. This is not as stretchy as some bands in the back. The elastic's a little stiff, but over time that will loosen up and it won't be a problem for big-headed me. If you haven't been on the site, this will be a surprise for you. If you have, you already know what it is. And I really love this. It is the In Unison scarf. This scarf is made of sari material, and it's very similar in feel to the sari scarves. The only thing is it is double-sided, so you get a different prints on each side. So it's going to be really fun to choose where to wrap with this. I mean placement on my head, not where, because obviously everywhere, but it's a nice width. It's not overly big. It's probably about 2/3 of the size of the scarf of the month as far as width. And then length, this one is a little bit bigger. It's huge. So we're gonna get 1, 2, and then there's some more. So it's really big, and so lots and lots of wraps with this one. Now for the wrapping, I'm going to do something very simple and just, it's elegant and it's just beautiful. All right, so I'm going to fold the scarf and I'm going to be placing it on my head like so. All right, it's about even Steven. That's where I want it. All right, now I can cover up the hair, or because my shaper is back here, I can leave some out. I'm going to be crisscross applesauce in the back, as you can see, like this. All right. Now I'm going to make sure this is folded neatly. You can see, folded into 2/3. I'm going to bring this one up in the back. I'm not pulling it tightly because I want it to be a little bit more full in the back. If you wanted it tighter, you could totally go that way. Now I'm going to be tucking in right here. Okay. And then the second tail is going to be coming up in front. So a nice, simple, elegant regal wrap. All right. Just a little tuck. Okay. All right, now I'm going to put on the headband. You could totally do this beforehand, putting it around your neck, but I didn't want to get it caught on my necklace. So I'm going to be putting it on. And today I want it back further on my wrap than I normally wear them. So I'm going to put it here and cover up the little bit of elastic that shows. Again, if you put it on before you bring up your tails, it's much easier to hide that elastic. Like so, and then you can see, and I will duck my head so you can totally see that the headband is here. I do like that. I think that's really pretty. I feel like putting it here would just be, I don't know, it would be distracting from the scarf, but this is something different. I don't do this ever, but I like it. Okay, now for the second, because I can't just do one look, I am going to do something else that's kind of a classic Wrapunzel wrap, right? Keeping the scarf in the same place, or maybe just slightly more forward. Okay, I'm going to shift the scarf slightly off center. Okay, bring it down. I'm crinkling it up in the back, like so. It's here. I want to crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. I'm not tying any knots today because I don't feel like tying a knot. I'm going to be making this look like an angle. I can leave the scarf straight across back here, but I can bring up the scarf at an angle so it is beautiful and very, very sleek. All right, so I'm bringing this scarf up in front and then over to the side, and I can always adjust this. If you want a more side part, you can go here, but I tend to like a bit of a point like right above this eyebrow here, so it's slightly off center. If you wanted it on center, you totally could do that too, but I find that elongates my face too much. So here we go, off center. And then I'm bringing this tail around. If you want to neaten it up or anything, totally go for it. But this is the wrap that I had on in the beginning of the video. I did the beginner's luck knot, and then I left a loop-de-doop in the back. And then I am opening up to make a little bow. This bow could be anywhere on the head. It could be down low, it could be middle, or even up here if you wanted it to. All right, spreading it out. You don't have to go crazy and spread it all the way out, but here's the bow. All right. Now, I'm going to be putting on the headband at this angle in the front. I'm not bringing this piece in front of the bow. I'm keeping it behind the bow. So at least the bow will hide some of the elastics. So you have a bit of a detail here. You can have it straight up front. And if you don't like the elastic showing, you could move this up, and it will slide right into the space and be hidden just like that. All right, I'm going to turn around, and then I'm going to wrap with our beautiful discounted scarf for the month. See. All right, now it's time for the bonus wrap using both the In Unison scarf and the scarf of the month. I have ahead of time crisscross applesauced both even Steven on my head. And then I will be bringing the tails up and tying knots at the top to make something over the top and beautiful. I'm going to be bringing up the accessory and I'm going to be placing it. The accessory will help to hold the scarf pieces in place. Now, lots of placement for this one. You could go across here like this. I've done that before, and it looks rather lovely. A little bit further at the hairline also looks Looks lovely. But I think I'm going to go with, I think I'm going to go right at the beginning of the wrap. I think this would be super duper. I think I might pop my ears out of there for a sec, because it's across my ears, and too much pressure on my ears sometimes is a uncomfortable. So here's the top of my ear, here's the placement of the elastics. So I'm gonna put this right there. I like this, I like the way this is. All right, you can see. Now I'm just gonna be grabbing up the two sides, bringing it up. I'm going to tie a knot, and hopefully this one will cooperate. I want both tails to come through the front. Okay, just like so. And I don't need this to be, this is not the end. I don't need this to be centered. It can be like off-centered. Now I'm going to be grabbing, all right, here's one, making sure they're both here. Here's two. Okay. The scarf of the month is not as long as the in unison, so it's going to come out a little differently. I'm grabbing the scarf of the month and the in unison scarf, and I'm bringing them up, and I'm just going to be tying knots here, as you can see. Now you can definitely tie 2 knots here, 1 knot, it's up to you. Leave those pieces like flying about. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. And you can see the Wrapunzel logo there. Okay, open, open. All right, and then this piece comes up and gets knotted. So this is a very high wrap. All right, and now because the other scarves are too small, I'm just going to be wrapping this up, just like so. This portion I'm going to tuck in right here. It will stay, so it anchors the scarf on my head. Kind of fun, right? And I can bring this around the front so that the scarf of the month shows. I'm tucking in the pieces. All right, and then here is the wrap. Let's turn around so you can see. All right, so I hope you've enjoyed the video. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.